Once you've mastered the technique of riding your board in the prone position straight to shore, the next thing I want you to work on is turning right and turning left. So I'm going to talk about how to do that now, okay? So the setup is the same. You're looking for the same type of wave, just a nice wall or ledge of whitewater. You turn your board around, you give yourself lots of time to get on the board, right? Chest on first, feet on after. Really important cue for getting on your board, which I did not mention before. One thing I notice a lot of beginners do is they forget to move forward towards the nose. They bring their chest on at the back of their board and then they pull themselves forward. This wastes time and wastes energy. So please do not pull yourself on from the back of the board. You just take that step forward, chest on, feet on, center your hips, take a deep breath. Then we start paddling. 1, 2, 1, 2, okay? Catch the wave, hands in line with my chest. I lift my chest up. Now I want to turn to the right. I'm not going straight anymore. I want to go that direction. So what I'm going to do, once I'm in my cobra position, okay, I prevented the nose of the board from diving. I'm riding this wave, I have plenty of momentum. I'm just gonna shift my hips over to the right rail, okay? I'm not trying to steer the board with my upper body. What happens when you do that is if I'm trying to turn and crank on this rail, where's my hand position? It's over the front right rail, okay? So if I split the board in half this way from rail to rail, that's the front half, this is the back half. Anytime you sink your rail in the front half of the board, that's a recipe for disaster. You're going to flip the board, okay? So we always want to turn off our back rails. So that's why, boom, hips. All my weight is over my back right rail. That rail is going to catch, it's going to engage, it's going to lock into the wave, and my board is going to start turning to the right, okay? After you've made your initial turn and you start to travel at an angle along the face of the wave, right? The face of the broken whitewater wave. You need to bring your chest back down. The reason we do this is to speed up again, but also so you stop turning, right? If you just hold this position, you're going to turn yourself just right out of the wave. We want to avoid that, okay? So I make my initial turn, I lock in that right rail, I start traveling that way, and then I bring my chest back down. If I want to turn to the left, I just shift my hips over the left rail now, okay? So that back left rail engages, I start to turn that direction. Once I make my initial turn, chest back down, and I ride that angle all the way in towards the beach. Now you've practiced riding your board in the prone position straight towards the beach. You've gone to the right, you've gone to the left, and you're mastering those skills. You're getting comfortable with them. Now in your mind, you're ready to stand up, okay? You're over this boogie boarding, riding in the prone position. There's one more challenge that I want you to do before you go and try to stand to your feet, all right? And that is called the S-turn. So an S-turn is exactly what it sounds like. You're gonna start by turning in one direction, and then you're gonna turn back in the other direction. And you're just doing this slithering, snake-like S-turn all the way in towards the beach. So I'm going to talk about the S-turn right now. How do we accomplish this? Okay, so let's say I start off by going to the right. I catch the wave, lift my chest up, and then I take my hips over that right rail. I start to go in that direction. Once I start moving to the right, I can't just do a left-hand turn and start going to the left. What's going to happen if you try and do that is you're going to flip your board and the wave's going to be over, right? So after I'm traveling to the right, I've made my right hand turn. What I need to do is straighten out first before I go to the left, all right? So, boom, I made my right hand turn. How do I straighten out? Okay, I brought my chest back down. Then I go to a tabletop position, and I'm just gonna shift my hips over to the left, right? What the tabletop position does is it slows you down a little bit and gives you a bit more of a pivot point. So I'm going to the right, tabletop, get back down to center, okay? Once I straighten out, chest back down, and then from here, I can shift my hips over to the left and start to make my left hand turn. So this is what it looks like in relative real time, right? Catch the wave, boom, chest up, hips over, start to turn to the right, chest back down, tabletop, boom, shift my hips over, back down, chest up, hips over, start to turn to the left. And I repeat that process. Maybe I'll start to the left next time on my next wave, and I want to turn to the right. S-turn. It's a quite complex sequence, right? It takes our students a long time to get this down. That's why I want to add that as a challenge, so you have complete mastery of your controlling your board from the prone position before you ever get to the feet. This is very important, so that once you do stand to your feet, you already have that board control technique down. You already know what it's like to turn to the right, to the left, and then also string multiple turns together. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did find some value in it, please like and subscribe to our channel. And make sure to stay tuned for the next video in this Learn to Surf series, where I'll be talking about standing to your feet and riding the surfboard.